Queen Margrethe's shocking return to the spotlight. In a world where monarchs transition quietly into retirement, Queen Margrethe II of Denmark has shattered every expectation, once again. While King Frederik X and Queen Mary continue to navigate the spotlight as the fresh faces of Denmark's royal future, it is the former sovereign, Her Majesty Queen Margrethe, who has sent shockwaves across the Danish realm and far beyond. Her recent public accomplishment, majestic in its scale and deeply symbolic, has not only captured the attention of royal watchers but also subtly shifted public sentiment back in her favor. But what exactly did Queen Margrethe do that now threatens to eclipse the reign of her own son and daughter-in-law? What power move has the Queen Emerita made that newspapers are calling one of the boldest post-abdication gestures in European royal history? Stay with us as we unfold this intricate, emotional, and jaw-dropping story from the heart of Copenhagen to the royal salons of Amalienborg Palace. When Queen Margrethe II announced her abdication in January 2024, the nation responded with deep reverence and affection. After 5 decades of tireless service, her legacy appeared sealed, graceful, respected, and enduring. Yet in the months following her historic step down, Margrethe has refused to simply fade into the background. Instead, she has remained an active public figure, engaging in cultural, historical, and academic circles with a passion that has left Danes both inspired and intrigued. Her influence now seems to transcend the ceremonial, it's political, emotional, and symbolic. But nothing could have prepared the royal family, or the Danish people, for her latest act. In a stunning public reveal, Queen Margrethe has just completed and published an ambitious, multi-year historical project, a comprehensive, personally illustrated and annotated volume titled, The Living Crown, Denmark's Royal History Through a Monarch's Eyes. This magnum opus isn't just another royal memoir. It is a multidisciplinary, museum-supported publication combining art, philosophy, history, and memoir, written, curated, and visualized entirely by the former queen herself. Critics have already called it a national treasure, while royal scholars worldwide are in awe of its depth. The book is expected to be translated into multiple languages and is already on the international bestsellers list. Unlike other post-reign books that often serve as soft farewells, The Living Crown acts as a powerful assertion of Margrethe's lifelong commitment to Denmark, not as a ruler, but as a cultural icon, intellectual, and artist. The book was launched at a grand event at the Royal Danish Library, attended by scholars, politicians, and artists, but noticeably, not by King Frederik or Queen Mary. This absence did not go unnoticed. The fact that neither King Frederik nor Queen Mary were present at the launch event sent royal reporters into a frenzy. Some sources close to the palace say their absence was a matter of scheduling. Others, however, whisper about growing tension within the royal household. According to anonymous insiders, Margrethe's continuing public relevance, despite her abdication, may be creating subtle friction behind palace walls. While no official statement has been made, body language experts and seasoned royal watchers noted the firm tension in Frederik's posture at recent events. Mary, always poised, seemed colder than usual when asked about her mother-in-law during a press appearance following the book launch. Is Queen Margrethe overshadowing her son? There's no denying that the Queen Emerita has always been a powerful force. But this latest intellectual masterpiece, and the international acclaim it has received, has sparked debate among Danes. As Queen Margrethe unintentionally outshining her son, some believe her actions reveal a deep sense of responsibility and continued love for her country. Others suspect her timing was no accident. Just as King Frederik and Queen Mary are attempting to solidify their reign, Margrethe's historic release is drawing the attention and admiration of the public back to her. News outlets across Europe, from Berlingske to Le Figaro, have headlined Queen Margrethe's return to center stage. Social media has erupted with admiration. Twitter threads, Instagram tributes, and TikTok clips celebrating Margrethe's work have gone viral. She is Denmark's true queen, one commenter wrote. Another added, King Frederik is fine, but Margrethe was born for this spotlight. This kind of commentary, though rooted in admiration, only underscores the challenges Frederik and Mary face in asserting their own identity as monarchs. Experts are now debating whether Margrethe's move was a strategic one. Was this project always intended as her crowning intellectual legacy? Or was it a subtle message to her son that the monarchy is more than ceremonial smiles and official visits? Royal historian Lars Hu of the University of Aarhus commented, "This was not just a book launch. This was a demonstration of influence. And it puts King Frederik in an interesting, perhaps even precarious, position. If the Queen Emerita continues to hold the public's heart and intellectual admiration, it may complicate the image-building efforts of Frederik and Mary." Let's not forget Queen Mary. The Australian-born royal has been Denmark's elegant and hard-working queen consort. But sources reveal that she is struggling to find her footing as queen alongside the ever-present shadow of Margrethe. Observers have noted a shift in her public appearances, less spontaneous warmth, more scripted smiles. She remains graceful, but insiders suggest she is aware of the rising comparisons. One senior courtier noted, "Mary deeply respects Margrethe, but she also knows that a queen consort needs her own space to shine. Right now, that space feels invaded." King Frederik's ascension was supposed to be the dawn of a new era, modern, relatable, heartfelt. And to a great extent, he's succeeded. His speeches are earnest, his presence humble. But how does a king establish authority and leadership when the former queen remains intellectually dominant? Public opinion polls show a slight dip in confidence regarding Frederik's solo leadership, especially among older generations who adored Margrethe. Far from a palace crisis, this is more of a royal reckoning. The Danish monarchy now faces an unusual challenge, managing dual figures of national admiration. While one rules, the other inspires. This is not unprecedented, but it is delicate. It's a dance of respect, timing, and public relations. And it's a dance that Margrethe seems to be leading, even in retirement. At the end of her launch speech, Margrethe said, "I may have passed the crown, but the soul of Denmark beats within me still. Let this work be my eternal tribute." It was a moment that drew standing ovation, and silent awe. Not a farewell, but a legacy imprinted in ink and heart. As Queen Margrethe's masterpiece tours museums and headlines continue to erupt across Europe, questions swirl. Can King Frederik establish himself as the sole royal voice of the nation? Will Queen Mary break through Margrethe's lingering spotlight? Or has Denmark entered a rare era where two queens, one reigning, one revered, share the national stage in tension and triumph? What do you think? Has Queen Margrethe crossed a line by stepping back into the spotlight with such grandeur? Or is this just the continuation of her lifelong service to Denmark in a new form? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take on this royal twist, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that for more exclusive royal content. Until next time, stay curious, stay royal.